Hi there, it's Kate McKibben here. I started working with Scott about not quite 2 months ago now, and the reason that when I saw the opportunity come through, that I kind of jumped on it was, um, I just had a baby. I had a 3 week old, and the funny thing was that when I found out I was pregnant, my whole business is around help automating and sales funnels and things like that. So I was like, I'm gonna practice what I preach. I set up my business to be run completely on evergreen, to be very hands off, to sort of be able to tick over so that I could just spend time with Bubs and not be that involved if I didn't want to. And the funny thing happened was when he was born, not only was he a great sleeper, touch wood, but it also just lit this fire under my ass. It's like, I have to do something more. I'm not kind of going to be satisfied with just coasting. This was actually my third business. I've been doing stuff online for nearly 12 years. I've been very good in the past at getting myself to like a certain level, so like mid 6 figures, and then I kind of either get stuck or get bored or whatever, and I'm like, I want to do something bigger. I know I'm going to need help to do that, and that's pretty much like when I had that realization. Then of course Scott starts popping up, good old omnipresence, and when the opportunity came, I jumped on it, but I had this real hesitation because I was like, I still want to be present for my kid. Like, I don't want to build this business that I hate, that's going to take me away from him. And I definitely don't want to, I was going into it thinking he's going to just tell me, do a high ticket offer and do sales calls. Like, sometimes that's what I have to do. That's what everyone keeps telling me. And I don't want to do that. Now is not the time to do that. And to be honest, I don't want to ever do that because I kind of hate sales calls. But right now, particularly, I don't want to do that. It's not going to, I would rather stay coasting if that's what I have to do. So I went into that first call expecting that that's what he was going to say. And I was delighted that he actually said the opposite, that he went, no, this time in your life, no, I don't want you doing sales calls. I don't want you doing one-on-one work. It's not practical. You don't have the energy, blah, 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 blah. So hallelujah to that. But then it was sort of like, well, okay, well now how do we do this? Like, how can I scale? How can I, create something bigger? With how can I do something at a higher price point, that's something that's going to get that that bigger result for people if I'm not doing that. And that's when he came up with this idea, and I don't know if he's got a fancy name for it yet or not, but it was basically great content to application, to a pre-recorded webinar, and then with a little bit of follow-up emails and some personal reach out via social media and stuff, was the plan. And I loved the plan. I thought it sounded genius, but I was also a bit skeptical because I had some beliefs myself that again, that if you want to sell high ticket, you have to get on the phone, you have to speak to people in person. And I'm kind of delighted to say that once we got it up and running, it's actually one of the highest converting funnels I've ever set up. And I'm all about the funnels. It's literally what my business is, and I've tried them all before. We're getting over 30% conversion rate from warm traffic, and we've just started doing it to cold, and like literally only a couple of days. So I can report back later with stats on that. But we've already had sales from cold traffic, full price, which is just blowing me away. So definitely thank you, Scott, for sharing your genius with me and sharing and helping me to bust through both this belief and find this way that is going to work so well for me and my family, and allows me to just do what I need to do, which is show up for my clients and my students, but while everything else sort of runs on autopilot. So thank you. Really, really excited to see what we can do next. Bye.